Greetings, Local 2627 sisters and brothers. Today is December the 3rd, and if I didn't before, let me wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And let me give you a couple of updates of what's going on. Last Tuesday, DC 37 had their elections, 3-year elections for executive director, president, secretary, treasurer, and all the DC 37 vice presidents, which there's 20 of them from the non 5% unions. We basically we ran unopposed. The only one who has opposition is the secretary, which is Kif Kaufman. So we're going to have an election at our next delegates meeting, probably in January, to have that election for that. But I was reelected unopposed as one of DC 37 vice presidents. Just want to bring you an update on that. As far as prescriptions go, if you still have prescription problems, remember what I said before, that since there's only 1 or 2 lines coming in now, you may experience a lot of busy signals. Be patient. Try to get back in. If you can't get in, you can't make contact with anybody, give us a call, on the number that we have, 719-315-1932, and we will personally hand carry your information over to the people who are handling it. We will have a GM meeting in January, the 3rd Tuesday in January, which I believe is the 15th, January 2013. And of course, we missed this one because of Sandy, and we had to make arrangements for it. We are getting ready now to make arrangements to do a mailing, via DC 37 to you. We're going to have the trustees report that we should have had, and we're also going to have a presentation by Enterprise Training. Enterprise Training, the people who do the training for our titles, certified, things like that. This is important. It's just a matter of time before the exams start coming up again. We have another suit out against the city to issue exams, and you need to be prepared. If you're provisional, remember, the only way you can become a city employee is that you have to be called from a list, and the only way you can get on a list is you have to take a civil service test. If you have not taken a civil service test and been put on a list, you are not a permanent employee. And remember, in times of bad times, the first people that have to go are all the provisionals. Now, speaking of provisionals, HHC has refused to let the provisionals have the 2-year due process, meaning that normally a provisional has to have 2 years of service at the same agency before they're eligible for due process and disciplinary rights. Most of the city is going along with that rule, and they're letting it extend. Whether you have the 2 years or not, they're still being gracious enough to let you have union representation. So just keep in mind that if you're getting into a problem at your agency, HHC in particular, please call us first before it escalates, because with this thing with the Long Beach decision and the provisional rights, they can find other ways to get you out by saying, well, we just don't need you in this department anymore, or we're closing this department or something like that. So you have to be very, very careful about this. We are in the process of filing a citywide for the mayoral agencies as far as what Sandy goes about getting people to time back. We've had a lot of people who are agencies who've been kind of gracious with it. They're granting people the time, but there's still a couple that we have to talk to, and if we can't talk to them, we're going to have to file this grievance against. And right now they're in the process of filing the grievance because there's a lot of mayoral agencies that are playing games. They closed down the transportation, they closed down the bridges, they told you to go off the street, but they tell you the city's open for business. I mean, that's a contradictory. So please bear with us. And if you have any problems with people that you're trying to contact with, your prescriptions or your dental, whatever, you have problems with your putting new beneficiaries on, things like that. If you cannot get through the numbers that we supply to you, then by all means give us a call in our office, and Mike Lanny or myself will definitely take care of it, and we will hand carry the stuff over for you. Until next week, this is Robert Ajay. Have a great week.